brought to you by our patrons on Patreon.
The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are those of the guests and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of any agency of Tent-Standing Studios. Assumptions made within the podcast are not reflective of the position of any Tent-Standing entity.
Welcome, everyone, to episode 84 of the Never-Ending Random Discussion, brought to you by Pen-Spinning Studios.
Your weekly dose of hootenanny, malarkey, shenanigans, and dick jokes. We are your hosts, Stephen and
Andrew, and joining us again is Nerd Ladies Night host, Marjorie.
Hi.
And filling our fourth seat is an improviser, a virgin podcast creator, and all-around a funny motherfucker, Jacob Alexander Foerg.
Hello. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for joining us.
I don't mean to call you a motherfucker on the outset.
No, that's great.
I was just grooving.
I
Just
can be a
set the tone.
motherfucker.
You were so aggressive with our guests.
Gotta set the tone.
No, but it was a very friendly motherfucker.
Yeah.
It was like, hey, motherfucker. Like that sort
Stairs,
of
motherfucker.
I
Hey,
really
you chill
wanna.
motherfucker. Get on in here. Let's have some fun.
thing. Yeah.
I want to replace motherfucker with Oedipus and see how many people actually get the reference. Be like, you Oedipus. And they're like, huh?
You are aware you live in America where smartness is bad.
I
Yeah.
know.
I wish I could get so into the nomenclature that, like, when you hurt yourself, it's like, Oedipus. Like,
Oh, that would be great. We just
Which-
said Greek gods. Like,
yeah.
Which would be great because then I would no longer swear and it'd be like, oh, yes, I can say these things around children and they will not know.
Do you know who Oedipus is?
he's a motherfucker.
Sorry, but you're like, we're gonna start saying Greek gods. I'm like, that's not. Who
I got it
That's
wrong. I
not-
knew I got it wrong, and my brain went, "You're dumb. Stop telling this joke."
Yeah.
But you
I actually-
tried.
I saw a I believe it was 4.5. It was a 4.5 hour long performance called "The Seven Sicknesses," and it was oh my gosh, I can't remember who wrote Oedipus. It was this is gonna kill me.
Aeropostale.
Yeah, Artipos Adalo.
Yes. It was American Eagle.
Okay, I'm gonna. Is this gonna be bad podcasting if I look it up? If I
No.
talk while I'm doing it, while I'm looking it up, Oedipus. See, now I'm just saying what I.
No, fine.
That's what I do when I write notes.
We all stop to watch people write things down anyway.
And
so
if
it's
you-
totally fine.
And our listeners can now watch. You search for that. So you know,
Yeah.
Who is it?
Oh boy.
people on
Oh
YouTube.
boy.
No, not them. I was Jesus.
Well, maybe him too. I mean,
Hey,
they say
you
he's always
called?
watching.
My name is Jesus.
Hi, Jesus. I have
Jesus,
some
titty
questions.
fucking Christ.
That is my middle name.
Titty fucking? Or is it titty and then fucking?
It's TF.
Is it hyphenated?
No.
So
Oh.
it's like titty fucking Christ.
Fucking Christ. You have to take the pause, so there's actually a comma.
Sophocles. Thank you. That
Sophocles.
took me way too long.
So not Hardicles.
Yeah, not.
It was Sophocles.
Not Firmicles.
It
But
was.
Gentocles.
So it was a 4.5 hour long play that was a shortened version of the 7 remaining surviving Sophocles plays.
Oh.
And there were 3 intermissions. One of them was a dinner. So one of them they stopped the performance to give the audience dinner, and it
Wow.
was one of the gnarliest things I've ever seen. In Oedipus, I'm sorry, I'm going to spoil something that happens at the end, but you've had a long enough time, listener.
Yeah, I think it's.
To,
Listener.
yeah.
One listener.
I
The
think-
one,
Generous.
Yeah.
the
I like
one
it.
listener.
I think the story of Oedipus is old enough that we can spoil it.
He rips his own eyes out after he figures out that because he's been like sleeping with his mom for a while.
Yeah.
He uses the brooches to his mother's dress.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it was one of like the craziest things I've seen because it was a small independent theater that was really into doing like sort of new works, and like watching this man who is a very good actor but just very convincingly like appear to like take his own eyes out and have blood run down his face
Ooh.
was awesome. It was
I believe it.
radical.
Yeah.
It's like this is Greek shit. Like the Greeks went hard. They did not hold back. I mean, they kind of like, like when they had dead bodies, they kind of just like rolled them out for a little bit. It's like the dead body's there, and then they pushed him away.
They're like,
They were
Bring
also-
us, you're dead.
Also bad at ending things. I don't never like the Deus Ex Machina.
No
Like,
one
oh,
does.
It's
God, the
terrible.
machine is
It's
so
terrible.
annoying.
Yeah.
The Machinist.
The Machinist is.
Well, I mean, when you're when you're making
yeah.
things so sad,
Yeah.
they just sort of wrote themselves into a corner or chiseled themselves into a corner. If the Flintstones taught me anything.
I think, isn't there technically a sequel to Oedipus, and it's Electra?
It's.
Is it Electra?
Electra is
Oedipus 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Or Electra is the sequel to...
Electra's a different. The stories
Odyssey?
because all the stories overlap.
Yeah, they really do.
It's Oedipus Rex, and then there is a sequel. It's not Electra. It's something else.
Oh God.
But at the end of every Sophocles plays, it's just the movie The Machinist.
It really is.
And we cycle right back in there.
Yeah.
Like
Right there.
So, like usual with guests that Steven brings in, and a little bit of the unusual because I didn't have several weeks to at least try to learn who you are.
Yeah, I didn't get properly vetted.
Right. So now we're going to do all that now.
Great.
So I hear rumors that you are a podcaster.
Yes, I just started a podcast.
Oh, that's
yeah.
probably
So
why he meant
technically you have
virgin.
done
in
it
there.
in the
Yeah,
past.
Virgin.
Yeah,
It wasn't Virgin, podcaster. It was Virgin, podcaster.
Virgin podcast.
So what you're fresh with it. What is it so far?
So the podcast is called The Artistic Director with Jacob Alexander Foerg, and it is me, Jacob Alexander Foerg, and a one-on-one interview with artistic directors from different theaters, just talking about what it means to be an artistic director. Specifically, I'm very intrigued about the idea of everyone in a theater or in a performance community comes into a theater with their own intention. And how do you go about being the leader that assembles all of these people with all these different intentions under one single artistic direction? And that's kind of what I'm trying to get at with these podcasts. And it's gotten some it's very niche. That's the thing I've learned about podcasts is you got to get niche as shit.
Well, yeah, NPR's not going to do that show.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, and that's the whole thing. Is like if you got to have you have to have something unique. It has to like in the world of podcasting anymore. If you want to get traction, if you want to have fun, if you want to do something new, it has to be niche.
Yeah, and that's
everybody does.
I went so far out of my way searching through podcasts about theater and shit like that just to like make sure that because when I had the idea, I was like, there's definitely someone who's already done this.
Oh, yeah.
Interview artistic directors, and I searched for a while and I couldn't find anything. Couldn't find anything about interviewing artistic directors, which seems like a pretty for a niche that's still pretty broad.
Right.
But yeah, that's
Now you cornered the market, though.
Yeah, maybe I got it. Maybe. And so right now I was based out of Bellingham, Washington for about the past 5 years, which is about an hour and a half north of Seattle.
See, he said Seattle. I hate when people do that.
He lied.
I mean, that side is Seattle. There's Seattle, and then trees, and there be dragons, and then Spokane.
Are you?
There's a pass. You have to go through the
There's
pass.
a
You have to fight
troll.
the
There's two passes.
Yeah.
You get to choose.
Yeah.
And if you
I
speak
really
friend,
like how you just presented two, like not two. I like the rocker two.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been doing that lately.
Yeah.
Like it's a lately thing too. It's a weird thing.
I do if I point to multiple. If I'm like pointing to you two, I definitely do that.
Oh yeah.
So.
You get a new multiple point. It has
Yeah.
to be wide enough to distinguish those are two different directions.
Yes, exactly.
It's not my eyes looking at
Yeah.
you. Because that's what that see that doesn't. Please do. That'd be fun.
Here's Midge doing the eye things with her tiny hands.
my tiny.
I have to
makes
pay
sense.
attention
You
in
guys-
editing to find out if there's any silent funny things visually going on.
Oh
that I
yeah.
have to go
that's-
to.
That's
After
the
you just told
detriment
me
of
to-
video.
Right.
Yeah.
When you're starting to finish your introduction, I got to cut over so we still see this.
Yeah, when I'm going like this.
Him doing that, me just over here like dancing with his like.
I was kind of thinking of going like this for the entire podcast, but then it was like that just is tiring. I don't want to do that.
Like every time you're talking, and they're like, "Oh God, you're sick."
yeah.
Why is their guest out of
Oh,
breath
oh.
the whole time?
I just knocked the
Why does he
camera
just-
because I got too into it. Is that? I think that's good.
It's dead now.
Oh, is it dead?
I don't know.
No, it's
Don't listen to
Okay,
me.
great.
You should never actually take things I say for truth.
Yeah, no,
Is that now? Am I
Midge
alive?
is the liar.
But I've heard Marjorie have so many nicknames. Like you
I
both
really do have a
you-
lot of nicknames.
You've called her like 5 different nicknames since we've
Have I?
started.
Yes.
No, I'm exaggerating. But
No, trust me. There's some like Midge for some reason. Didn't Midge start on the
Midge?
hustle?
like MITCH or MIDGE?
that one.
Okay, Midge. Got it.
I know I got Midge from the movie Vertigo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That is a great movie. I haven't seen that.
It's fantastic. We actually just did it last year for the show.
Oh, great. That's. Oh my God.
What are the
Yeah.
other nicknames you've heard from me? Sorry, like I was just thinking. I'm like,
I was completely exaggerating.
oh, okay, because I'm just like, we've both in the blue door. All that.
Fuckface.
I fucking knew it. I always be like, hey, you guys call me fuckface, and they're like, no.
Or oh my gosh, I want to bring back, I think the much better variant of fuckface is fartface.
Oh.
I think like, hey, fart face. It's just like really fun to say, and it kind of is biting still. It's almost like more biting than fuckface.
Because your face smells like farts.
Fuckface doesn't make any sense.
Let's just turn this.
Yeah, this is what happens, guys.
I'm okay with sharing a mic or sharing
God,
a
he
camera.
punched it.
And we're moving
Yep,
it
and
over.
we're doing some technical
So
stuff.
now when you're talking and I actually look at you, it's not as awkward because I'm just staring
Yeah.
off in the corner. I'm just staring.
It's going to be this like weird, like
I'm
like
just
wide
trying to
angle
ignore
thing.
the damn thing.
Yeah.
I just don't want to think about it. I just want to perform
It's
the way I
brand
perform.
new.
But anyway,
We have to think about it.
I don't have to do anything.
Are these brand new? Is this?
Let's give them something to
they
talk
were.
about.
Brand
Talk
new.
about love.
No thanks. I don't want to give them something to talk about.
Love. Seasons of love. That's all I
Seasons of
know.
love.
Okay, I was like,
That's all
yeah,
I
you
know.
got me, and then you did seasons. And I'm like, okay, never mind.
No, none of us know. None
I
of us
feel
know
like
what's
in the
going
theater
on.
community, Rent is either loved or hated. There's no gray area.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's Rent. You
Yeah.
either really like it or you really hate it.
Yeah, as I just
And
said.
I feel like, but it's that's that way. It's that way in life, though.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody who's like, Rent's okay.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
either
there is no gray
I
area.
really dig Rent or boo, boo.
I think I liked Rent until I was around a lot of people who really vocally like Rent a lot, and then that shifted that I couldn't like it anymore because it's
You had to be like going against them.
well, yeah, it's like it's when theater kids are in public and they start singing music from musicals, I just don't vibe with that.
You're like, please stop.
That's not my thing. It's like we're eating lunch right now. These people are staring. That's your intention is that, but I don't know.
Carrie, I just wanted to enjoy my Subway sandwich. I don't want to hear Seasons of Love again.
Yeah, come at me, theater kids.
Come at me, Carrie.
We can do visual jokes now. It's great.
I like he says now. Like,
Now.
Yeah.
he's been doing this forever,
Yep.
you know.
That's
But now it's visual here.
Now it can be
There's a
visual.
difference.
I mean, starting at I'll bring it back full circle. Starting at the podcast, I realize how much I gesticulate when I talk, and how many air quotes I put. I'm like a ravenous air quoter.
Rabid and ravenous.
Yes, rabid and
Oh,
ravenous.
God.
I'm
Which is
doubling
rabid.
down.
We have to put you down.
Rabid.
I'm sorry, but we had to put you down, sir.
But I've had to tone back on the air quotes because
It's hard, isn't it? Because you're so used to like, oh, I'm a fan of that.
yeah, exactly.
And then when you try to communicate audibly, it just sounds like you're endorsing something, which is dangerous.
yeah.
Because I say some really heinous stuff, and I have to put the air quotes into my voice.
Yeah, yeah,
Otherwise, it's
exactly.
like, oh, the Holocaust is fake.
Fake.
That's
News is
Yeah.
fake.
Fake.
Fake. You had to kind of do like a drop in the middle syllable and then bring it back up.
Yeah, and people don't want to like. The thing I was doing was like, by the way, that was in air quotes. Everyone listening, It's like, that's not how.
For those who
that's-
listen, that was in parentheses.
For those about to rock, we salute you.
Mm.
So
I don't have a fourth one. You took the one I was going to
Yeah.
go for.
Oh.
That's what you get.
Yeah.
Really random, but I just found out from a coworker that there is a corgi breeder an hour away from us. Can't remember where they're at, but I got really excited except for the fact that we are at our dog limit, and I'm very upset. I'm trying to figure out a way around this.
Well, there's one way.
Kill
You-
the bat.
Kill a dog. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
you,
I was
you
gonna
have
say
a
kill the
freezer,
bat.
right?
Oh, okay.
But-
No. Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh.
Jesus, why would we kill a dog?
Kill the bat.
You want
Kill the
to corgi? I don't know.
I mean, I could try and secret the corgi and keep it in the closet because it really doesn't need that much space. They're small dogs.
Yeah. They're small, yeah.
Corgis are loud. You're going to have to be like, oh, I just bark a lot.
Travis would not doubt that. Like Travis would probably be
Well,
like,
none of us would doubt that if you just started barking like a
Yeah.
corgi via ventriloquism inside the closet.
no one would doubt me doing weird shit like I already do.
What is the dog limit? How many dogs is the dog limit?
Well, for our house, we already have 3 dogs.
Okay,
2 of them are
that's-
bigger, and then we have my dog, which is medium. So, I mean,
That's a pretty good dog limit.
yeah, that's a dog limit. And I mean, our backyard's probably big enough, and I could probably try and pass off the dog as being like, oh, I got it from our other roommate who does not have dog.
Yeah.
Except that you just confessed to it on the podcast.
Yeah, that's true.
Travis doesn't listen. Kind of.
I'll make sure he hears this
I know.
episode.
Yeah.
He already knows that. Like, I was like, hey, Corgi, and he completely ignored it. Because I sent him like 3 different things, and he responded to the spinning ring that I wanted instead. Because he knows to redirect. But yeah, there's a Corgi breeder, and I'm really sad and upset, but happy that I have my dog, but still sad and upset because Corgis.
I'm going to go buy Travis $40 worth of ice cream just to buy him a month.
You should go with the Blue Bunny because I can actually have more of that because they actually have more sugar-free flavors. So for the listeners who are diabetic and did not know, there is a brand of ice cream of Blue Bunny that is better for you, or if you are on a diet.
Oh, don't get me started on diet ice cream. I will explode.
Yeah.
Actually, the Blue Bunny ice cream is really good because it doesn't it's just less sugar, but it's like they had a salted caramel one, super good. Oh, made me so happy.
I feel like you have a similar opinion about diet ice cream as I do about decaf coffee.
Oh.
Which is like
That does not exist.
yeah.
Decaf does not exist. That's not a thing.
No.
Coffee already kind of tastes awful unless you throw sugar in it, so why
Yeah.
take away the one benefit it
Yeah.
has?
Well, my thing is like if you're gonna do a drug, you better get it. You
Yeah.
better get the drug.
Yeah,
Go
don't-
big or go home, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. If you're gonna do heroin, do all the heroin.
Yeah. Exactly.
Don't-
Do all the heroin.
Don't I want to do heroin, but I don't want to stay up all night.
Yeah. It's like don't inject just a saline solution.
Exactly. Don't pretend.
I feel like somebody has done that before,
So
thinking
dumb.
that like they are like doing heroin.
Yeah.
Just like the person who like ended up smoking oregano because they got it sold to them,
Yeah.
thinking it, like they were like, yeah, this is weed, this is some grade A stuff, and like they're like, yeah, my brother smoked oregano. It's just like, yes.
My friends in middle school smoked catnip. And then,
Oh.
then they pretended to act high, and it was really fun. I thought it worked at the time because I was also in middle school.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
we're all
yeah.
dumb kids. we
Yeah,
all think things.
I think everyone in middle school is an idiot, and that keeps going until you die.
I
Yeah.
I
You
just
either
wanna
get
know.
smarter or you die.
Yeah.
or you die dumber.
Yeah.
Get smarter, die dumber.
Well, I mean, you die anyway, but
Yeah.
you can either die on a jet ski trying to jump it into a kid's wading pool.
Yeah.
Or live
Or-
long enough to see yourself become the villain.
I was gonna say, or live long enough to see you see yourself become the waiting pool.
Yeah.
I did not see that coming. Good job.
You're welcome.
Oh, what was I gonna? I was
That'd
gonna
be
say something.
yeah.
Here's a thing that happened right before I came here.
Yeah.
Are you guys familiar with the red pill at all?
Oh yeah,
From the Matrix?
fucking men's right bullshit thing.
That one,
Oh,
not the Matrix. Yeah.
Matrix.
So it turns out there is a Republican lawmaker who he's an asshole. He's an asshole, but it turns out he's the guy who founded that particular
What-
subreddit.
That's really
what
terrible.
is it?
It's
What?
the red pill. It's do you know what a pickup artist is?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
Good radio.
Do you know what it? Okay, so have you ever had a guy on Tinder hit on you
Yes.
by
Yes.
being mean
Yep.
to you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Actually.
Yeah.
Imagine
Yeah.
that as like a pseudo religion.
Huh.
Yeah. 'Cause
Great.
The idea of the red pill is that you have to swallow the red pill, and the red pill is that women are inferior to men. Is the entire premise of it? Is,
Inferior
So-
subhuman monsters.
Yeah.
So barefoot in the kitchen, pregnant.
So
Not
basically,
even
I'm gonna
that.
cut
Just
that
like
audio
lesser
out.
than
Just
that.
leave
Yeah,
it
Jacob
sound.
Alexander Foerg.
yes.
That is
2017.
yeah. That is the essence of my being is that statement right there.
Yeah. And as it turns out, all of it comes from a Republican lawmaker. And so Ash and I went over his post history today. And tonight I am making a ton of image macros because I'm going to ruin his entire political career.
Oh.
Have fun.
Oh damn. That's
luck.
great.
Uh,
Yeah, good. Legitimately good luck. Like
Best
not.
luck.
Yeah, not sarcastic good luck because I think.
Are you saying I'm sarcastic?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have
You're not
2
wrong.
votes at the table.
Yeah.
So red pillars are already a group that I make fun of on the regular
Yeah.
/ insult on Twitter.
You make fun of a lot of people on Twitter.
Oh, dude. Oh, I've been having a field day with Donnie T.
Donnie JT?
Donnie T.
Donnie couldn't
do it.
Donnie JT
Donnie.
is a universe character.
When are you
Yeah.
going to provide some grandchildren, Donnie? The world needs you. I don't know.
Look, I told you time and time again, I will buy the finest Mexican grandchildren that I can afford just as soon as I get this wall built up.
I want Donnie and JT to be like the ship name of Donald Trump and JT from NSYNC.
Yes. I think we just need to start that on Twitter. Be like,
Yep.
this is the true one OTP.
Yep.
It has
True
to be
OTP.
extremely young, JT.
Yeah.
Justin
yeah.
Timberlake when he has ramen hair.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so awkward though.
That's why.
It was really bad. He did a great job, like being spat out on the tail end of a boy band. Like the things that he did after that, I commend him. Like he did a great. He like saved himself because most people don't fare well at the tail end of a boy band. It's just like
No, man.
no, you're just no more.
He
Well,
did
I mean, just look at
movies, he
the
kept
other
singing.
members of that band.
Yeah, exactly.
Where are they?
I don't
I
know.
was like, none of us know their names.
Not on SNL all the time.
No,
No.
not on SNL all the time. Although,
Books.
oh god, I can't even remember his name. It's not Joey Fatone. It's another one. He voices Sephiroth in a number of things.
Lance Bass.
There it
No.
is. Yeah, that's the guy.
What was that?
He's putting books
There
down
are-
on the
there are
table.
books.
I'm like,
There's
I want to read them.
New
now.
Cthulhu
There's
too.
more
Right,
books
number
coming?
2. Is there Cthulhu 1? Where's Cthulhu 1?
Why are you
Rock on.
putting books
Because
in?
he wants to block me out.
Oh, is it? I'm thinking the camera's gonna go on it, and it's gonna be the
Is
new
this my camera
camera.
I get a fancy book stack and a
New
camera.
high-quality camera.
Do we want to put the
Here we
little fidget
go.
cube underneath? Like, will that prop it up?
There it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to
And
another episode
I'm
of We Sort
gonna
Out
move
Technical
this,
Issues
yep.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
in the middle of the
We
performance.
just kind of
Now
talk.
you can see it happen.
No, but oh,
This
God.
is beautiful.
Magic City, recent spells.
Magic City.
Robots, the recent AI. I still want to know where Cthulhu 1 is. And where's old Cthulhu?
Yeah.
Am I on it?
Now I can switch to you
Am I on
for
it now?
however long this card lasts.
Yeah, there you go.
I will fill up
Yeah,
the
that's
card with my
beautiful.
annoyingness.
I'll tell
That
you.
is not the. You should probably
That
think
is
higher of
right.
yourself.
I accept my role in life.
I mean,
That is
what
why.
what is a podcast if it doesn't have some sort of on-air technical difficulties, right?
That's true.
It's-
That's a fact.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
I tend to. It used to be just a fact of life for us. It doesn't actually happen as often as it used to,
okay,
which is
okay.
nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it used to be somebody had to adjust something, but now everybody's sort of into the swing of things. So
Yeah.
We're all swingers.
don't say that publicly. My wife will kill me.
Already said it. Too
Yeah,
late.
done. It's been released.
It is.
Your
it is
political
known.
career is ruined.
Shit.
Ha!
And
I
I was
brought
gonna-
down an empire.
I was
are-
gonna be president.
You were going to be corrupt mayor of that one town of Stephen Bateman.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Or, the Civil War town. Did we ever name that town?
No, it's officially Civil War town. At least
Civil
until we
War
come up
town.
with another tale.
No, that is
There
the name.
are other bits that randomly happen.
see, yeah.
There's
Which can now
Yeah.
be caught on camera.
You just caress the
we could
typewriter, yeah.
we could explain that off
No.
of main show and in Patreon bit.
Patreon
Yeah.
is.
It's fine. I'm just like I'm catching all the inside jokes and then
I feel bad when we have somebody that doesn't get the inside jokes. They don't listen to the show beforehand, which is
Yeah.
fine. Most don't.
yeah.
And well, I mean, shit, you didn't really know you're going to come on until today, which is
Yeah.
But I feel bad when people aren't there to, and like I've seen people just wait. What is this
Yeah.
thing that's happening?
Yeah.
What is going on?
That one episode with
Bananas.
David and Adam, where
yeah.
it was just 100% inside jokes of them baffled, like what the fuck is happening?
They were so uncomfortable doing
They were
that.
so uncomfortable,
So
and you can
uncomfortable.
hear how uncomfortable they
That's
are.
delightful.
And
so
that
good.
was when we went, oh, we should probably make up a list of things.
I feel like David and Adam being uncomfortable could be a podcast in and
Yeah.
of itself.
Oh, it was a fantastic
That would be
episode for me to
delightful.
listen to.
Yeah.
Because you enjoyed it. You just sat there with your popcorn and went, yes. Feel that awkward yes.
In my velvet robe.
In your
And
velvet
nothing
robe.
else, just an ornate bowl containing very expensive artisan popcorns. I'm like, yes, your misfortune brings me alive.
Don't forget the monocle that is just hanging from the pocket of the robe. But you
Oh,
will
yeah.
not put it on because why would you put it on?
We got one more meta story before I randomly push us into break. While I was silent for that long period of time, not saying anything, I was writing a message to the brand, like the store brand of that sells these cameras, to be like, dude, broken. Send new.
Send new.
Send new, please.
That's
Thank
all.
God
That's
you
all he
said
sent.
send new and not send nudes.
Nudes, yeah.
Why is that a thing on the internet? Like, why has that become such a big thing?
Because it's funny.
Yeah, people want to see other people naked.
What is
they
the
can
send,
look- they-
send nudes? I don't understand. Please, someone explain it to me. But I'm a visual learner.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Ah, if you
all right.
insist.
Yeah, okay.
God, no! I don't want to see what I'm looking like in the future.
Yeah, no.
I'm gaining weight and it's bothering me.
I do think it's one of those things that comedians do this thing a lot where they make a joke, but they're actually serious, and it's very obvious.
Oh yeah.
And they don't think it's obvious. But
I-
I think that's one of those making it's like, yeah, that's a joke, right? Send nudes, that's a joke. No,
No.
typically almost
No.
always like those people
not.
want naked pictures.
Well, I mean, okay, look, let's be fair.
No.
Who doesn't want naked pictures?
That's true. Yeah, I'll
Why,
join
why,
it. I'll
why
get
is everybody
pressured.
raising their hand like a
Because you're the pervert in the group.
Yeah.
We've already disclosed this.
I just wanted to be contrarian.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Well, okay, but this is not a good sample size. Most people, if you said, "Hey, do you want to see a naked picture?" Probably they would, at the
Yeah.
very least, entertain the idea.
I would say no, just because it's like you could have a really good picture, or you
Yeah.
could have a really like
I was gonna
oh
say,
god,
like the swing of variance of quality of naked picture is too wide for me to just commit to any old random naked picture.
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just adventurous in that way. I'm like, yeah, send me whatever you got, dude. I can have a horrified reaction after the fact, but I'm not going to shut somebody down.
You'll have that burned into your retina, but it'll be fine.
Things that get burned into my retina fade after a couple of years. Anyway,
Have you not gone blind yet?
They say
well-
that masturbation does that to you. After all.
I have conducted
Zingers.
research that says to the contrary.
To the contrary.
But no, I mean,
Vigorous masturbation.
Yeah, we were just talking about
You're the
sample
one
sizes
that's wearing
too.
glasses in the room. What do you say?
I am wearing glasses because I have a birth defect
What is that?
makes my iris look like a star.
And it makes you masturbate
Wait, what?
too much.
Your iris looks like a star.
Yeah,
Wait,
if you
really?
I actually went in for an eye exam when my eyesight first started to go, and they did that camera thing, and then he showed me a picture of the inside of my eye, and it turns out my iris, like even in this photograph, is supposed to be circular. It looks like one of those gold stars you see on a marriage certificate.
Oh,
Hmm.
so you're
Oh,
always
interesting.
starry-eyed.
Yes,
Oh,
I'm always.
I'm gonna change your name to
Yeah.
Starry Eyes in my phone.
You aren't allowed to do that.
I've already done it.
Starry Eyes Bateman.
Starry Eyes. It's just gonna be Starry Eyes, nothing else.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I
you just
still
said it wasn't fine though. You're like, oh, that's fine. No, it's not.
I don't really care. I still have you as Midge 2 with a question mark.
I didn't even know my name was Mitch too. Like you did not tell me that.
Well, no, because I still have your original number as
Oh.
the invaluable Miss M. And then I got a message from you saying, this is my new number. I was like, well, what the fuck? I don't believe this. So,
I don't believe this. It takes you all the time.
Okay, we're gonna go back to the room.
yeah,
okay,
all right,
okay.
all right.
Tactical.
Let's go to break.
Oh, hey there. I didn't notice you sitting there. Thanks for joining me. My name is Dees. I'm the host of the Social Hour podcast. You know, I've just been sitting here, sipping on some Earl Grey tea by the fireplace in my satin robe, just watching the rain come down and thinking about how the heads at the Pants Pending Network wanted me to do a family-friendly promo for the Social Hour to show that it's a program that can be shared by everyone in the family. So here's some clips from the show that the whole gang can sit down and enjoy. Really? We've got none? Like zero? Oh, what the
Get ready for the social hour.
I'm Burr Martin from the Burr Martin Experience podcast, one of the family-friendly podcasts at Pants Pending Studio. Now, the Pants Pending crew were kind enough to do a clean commercial for my podcast. I thought I'd return the favor. So listen up! Do we cuss on my show? No. But if that's all that's stopping you from listening, then you've also missed us talking about capturing doggy sperm in a candy bag, sex dolls, masturbating in a Wendy's, diarrhea, my brush with a porn star, and the case of the cross-dressing truck driver. So if that floats your boat, or at least gives you half a chub, then tune in, you piece of because the Burr Martin Experience podcast is the yo!
DJ Andrew. We're back from the show now.
Somebody drop me a sick beat.
That is a terrible DJ name.
Yeah, just your first
Just
name.
my name.
It's my name.
Back when I was when I was a fake DJ at a bar, and
Wait,
I say
what?
fake, I say one fake because I wasn't jockeying discs, but I was literally just putting MP3s into a playlist and letting a thing just go through and play them. And I was dancing, and I had headphones on. No reason. Like, I'm not pre-listening to anything.
Yeah.
You just
I'm
had them
just
on.
drunk, and I was DJ Drac Days.
Drac Days.
Yeah, I was drunk a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, you got paid to be drunk and play music.
That I did
That's
until
really
I
good.
walked out because the owner of that bar was a horrible, horrible person. I say
I thought you were
was
gonna say
because thank
whore.
God he's dead.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
There are some people you mourn, there are some people you celebrate.
Yeah.
Okay. Root beer. Sorry, I was still thinking like when you like paused in the when the word horrible and you just like was a whore. I'm like, oh,
Bull.
that's, and then
Rebel.
rebel.
He's a whore
Prostitute.
rebel.
He's a horrible whore. He needs to calm down. I don't know. I don't know.
I would just let her keep going until she just burns in.
Until I burn myself or I start lighting the pyre and I'm like the pyre and I'm like, nah, there you go. That's a nice kindling. I'm gonna jump on now.
Do either of you have any DJ or MC names?
DJ Butter.
DJ Butter, is that a real one?
No.
Okay.
I really hope.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
I really
like,
hope I never get
I was
called
gonna be like,
Butter.
how did that
Got
happen?
some slick
do you
beats.
do you remember that MTV Music Generator that came out way back in the day?
Oh
No.
my fucking God. I think I do.
Yeah, is the lamest that you just lay down a bunch of samples
Yes.
made by another person.
Yes. Yeah.
There is a whole album of songs I made with that thing
Oh.
under the name DJ Fruity Pebbles. Because I thought, at the time, DJ names were supposed to be a little edgier, and so I just like, that's silly.
Fruity Pebbles.
So I'm just going to call myself
Living
DJ.
on the edge.
Yeah,
Yes.
with Fruity Pebbles.
It's
Just
like
so
the Choke
edgy.
on Smoke campaign.
Well, I was making fun of it. That was the whole point. And so it's awful music. It's terrible. I just laid out tracks that made sense.
Yeah.
And then
Horrible, tremendous.
horrible and tremendous.
I'm not gonna lie, I really want to like now have an event that you and I are just DJs at where you're DJ Fruity Pebbles and I'm DJ Butter. Or Butters.
Don't put them together.
That would be terrible.
That would be awful.
Although,
It'd be oh no.
Yeah, no.
Like
no,
let's
that's-
entertain this idea for a second. No.
No.
I mean like maybe if you like fried them up, like you put some butter and you like just kind of sauteed them.
do you ever?
I mean, if you hang out after, we can take pictures and I can make a flyer for said event. But
Yes.
Do you
That is
ever
really-
you ever learn a phrase or a word and you just really want to use it a lot because now you know what it is?
Yes.
Well,
I feel like entertain the idea is that to Marjorie. She's
Wait, what?
Entertain the idea.
yeah, she said that a lot today.
Have
so
I
far.
really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like it's like a new kid with a new word, you know?
Yeah.
I'm going to entertain this idea. You know what we should do? We should entertain this idea.
I didn't
you
even
know?
Yeah.
realize I was doing that.
Yeah, I do it
that's-
subconsciously all the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
we all do. When we learn a new word, we use it.
Right.
That's not a new word for me, but I'm just
It's
Well,
it's a phrase.
it's a
you know,
phrase.
Or
I
maybe
mean-
Yeah.
if you rediscovered in your mind that you would like to say this. There's been, God, there was something recently that I did that with. I don't know.
I did that
Come
with
back to me.
with the bee's knees.
Bee's
I
knees.
really, really like that. Just
Oh,
like
no.
that's the
Oh,
bee's
hell yeah.
knees because it's simultaneously smooth and not smooth at the same
Oh,
time.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like Schrodinger's
Bee's
smoothness.
yeah.
The funny thing, he was talking at the same time, so everyone saw that.
Yeah. Bing. Okay, I'm not gonna fuck with this camera more.
the mic.
Yeah,
I was told multiple
Well,
times. "Don't
yeah,
touch
but he
the
didn't
mic."
get the paper, so he doesn't know.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's-
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well,
Well,
you should-
I'm
you
not
should've told
sorry
him.
actually. You're welcome for fucking filling in.
Yeah, no, super
welcome.
appreciate it.
Yeah, and we did a really horrible job about talking about him in the first segment. So he has a podcast. He said the
Oh,
name of it.
All right. We talked
and
about other stuff.
he said the name of it, and I'm awful at remembering what it's called.
It's the artistic director with Jacob Alexander Foerg.
right, and we can find that at.
So it is on SoundCloud under the artistic director with Jacob Alexander Foerg. It is on Facebook under the artistic director with Jacob Alexander Foerg. And then I have a personal website that I need to change, and now I have pressure to. It's jacobalexanderfoerg.com. So just my full name. My last name is spelled Foerg. That's important.
Foerg.
And this will be in the
Foerg.
show notes, right?
Yeah.
No, of
Yes?
course it is. Everything.
Okay, I just want to make sure we like
all of the things.
you guys have to remember it. You have to remember all of this.
Wow, he's just writing it
Everything-
down right now.
That's-
Everything
now he's right.
for him
Now that I put pressure on.
is his name after his show name
Yep.
.com.
Yep.
Everything is his name.
That's perfect. No, you got
Have
it.
you submitted to iTunes yet?
Yeah, I actually just did today, and I
Alright.
just got approved.
Can
Oh,
find
nice.
on iTunes.
Yep, can find on iTunes.
We'll put that link in the show notes. I do this on the phone when I'm working at the Jungle too, when I'm writing an email. I'm describing everything I just did for them, but I'm saying it slowly like that so they know
Yeah.
I'm writing, so they know I'm doing something.
Oh yeah, that's tactical.
Make crap beer woke again? Sorry,
What?
There's a label in my left-hand bar of my notes that says "Make crap beer woke again." I don't know. I'm thinking it's a thing from a previous episode.
I remember that was a thing. I just don't remember what the hell we were doing.
And I don't know why it's a label now. Like maybe because it was a hashtag. I think.
Yeah.
Maybe
make crap beer. Yeah. Hashtag make crap beer woke again. I can totally see
woke.
that.
Now I got to go back and find it.
Now you must know.
Yeah, another time though, because right now we're in the moment.
Yeah.
Well,
Focused.
lead
He
the
doesn't
show,
want to be in
leader.
the moment.
Lead the show, leader.
Teach me the ways of podcast.
Well, do you have an
You've
opinion?
been podcasting. He probably needs more help.
Yeah.
Nonsense.
Just
it's fine.
started.
No,
Actually,
it's fine.
well, Stephen was giving me advice over Facebook Messenger earlier, which I appreciate a
Yeah.
lot. And the best advice was throw a blanket over the fridge, which is just like a really funny thing.
Oh no, yeah, that's totally a thing. If you're in an enclosed space near one, yeah, you want to dull it and you want to take the echo off of it.
Yeah, that's
Throw a
brilliant.
blanket over
That's something that I would never in a million years have thought of. It's just like, oh yeah, just put a little blanket over it.
Play
Yep,
soothing
that-
music for fridge.
Cardboard box with like blankets and towels and everything taped in over the mic, and that'll help get rid of the echoes in the room.
Oh, that's a good. Okay, I got
So-
I
Oh,
got
yeah.
some pet projects to make then. Yeah.
Not all of us are blessed with soundproofed basements like we were when we bought this
Yeah.
house.
I also just kind of am okay with lower quality. like that's,
Well,
which-
your
For
show
now.
your show is not that bad, and it was
Yeah.
the advice was never like,
not
"Well,
that
your
bad."
show's
Yeah.
unlistenable.
Not good, but not
Yeah,
that
not
bad.
that-
There,
yeah.
there's some there's a couple issues like the fridge noise, which is why I said put a blanket
Yeah.
over the
Oh,
fridge.
there is a specific fridge.
Yeah, there was
Now
a
I
specific
know.
fridge in the episode that you're talking about, and I did not do noise reduction on that
Nords.
episode.
Oh, you
actually.
did not do okay.
Yeah, on that
All right.
specific one.
Well, then
Nords.
I'll listen to the next one.
Nords,
just to be
Nords.
sure.
Yeah, no, and I told you know what my best advice was? Join the network.
join the network.
I don't remember hearing that advice.
I hinted at it. I never came
Oh.
on it. I said,
Okay.
you know,
Yeah, no.
networking and you know,
Oh,
joining
So-
with
No.
other people.
Yeah,
and
I
hint,
okay.
hint,
Yeah,
hint.
I didn't want to like be presumptuous, but I
Oh
would
yeah, no,
love to.
I have a subtle sales pitch before I start beating you in the face. With
Okay,
it.
great. I mean, I'm pretty much self-sufficient. So if I could just feed you podcasts,
Yeah.
Like, please put these on.
That's sort of how we all operate, really.
could
Please
I
don't eat your mic.
could
if
I
you want to.
I'm
be
eating
on
podcasts.
other networks? Can I also put my podcast to other networks? Because I've had people in Seattle propose this idea to
Oh
me.
yeah?
also. Yeah.
Nice. I like you get the ability to network out.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't think I've ever had that question before.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I know we're pretty possessive. We'll talk about that when we're not on record.
Yeah,
Yep,
let's
that's great.
talk about that off air.
We'll fight
Like,
it out.
We should have had this whole conversation
Yeah.
off air.
No, it's fine. It's good that we got the start and they'll be like, "What was the answer? What was the answer?"
Well,
Well,
when somebody runs out right after the podcast, it's like, let's talk it to him while he's still here before he can run.
Yeah. Just like
Lock
out
the
this
door.
window. Like, yeah.
It's an escape window.
Yep.
It's the egress. Get the fuck out in a fire window.
Yep.
It's a legally safe window.
Yeah, it's the only reason why reason why the fifth bedroom of the house isn't the bedroom over here. It's this,
Oh.
which is technically not a bedroom.
Well, I mean, technically,
Well,
it could be
I mean-
made into a bedroom.
Yeah,
Could.
with enough booze, any room is a bedroom. Really?
I lived in a
Yeah,
ballroom
okay.
for like
That's-
a month. So,
Yeah, I remember
Like
you kept
room
trying to get me
full
to come
of
over.
balls.
Yeah.
yes.
Wow, that
It was
sounds
like,
like
you
fun.
know, like they took the playpins with the balls and they just dumped them into that room. That was where they kept all the old
Yeah.
ones.
Or is it just a room that you start crying when you walk into?
Both. You had
Okay.
to wade through the balls to get to
Do you
the
hear
bed.
the
and
L
just
in that
cry.
word?
Both.
Yeah, she lived beneath an abandoned Chuck E. Cheese for a while.
Yeah.
Will you stop making fun of me?
sorry, it's
Like
just
I
really-
am so
Both.
self-conscious right now. I'm just like,
Both.
I
I'm
do
like,
say I've had people get angry at me for how I say milk.
No, because
Milk?
some people get really angry if there's at all a sound of an E in there at all.
Yeah, and I think I'm in the middle. Like
It's exactly
milk.
it's like I say milk and
Both.
I want some milk.
Both.
Both.
I want both things of milk.
Is it both?
I've had to see people get in trouble for the way they say bag.
A bag.
Bag?
Yep.
Bag.
Yep. Bag.
Both?
Bag.
Is it both?
Is it
Put both of those milks in the bag.
both? BAG. Both.
No, I'm trying to figure out how to say it. I give up. I'm just gonna play over here on the mic.
You just have an accent. It's fine.
It's fine.
I'm not the only one who, like, my coworker says it is both also.
Yeah, lots of people
Yeah.
say it is both. We're just making fun of you because you're in the
know.
room.
Yeah, and they're
And also entertain the idea. I have to now, like, be self-conscious about what I'm saying. I'm like, don't say that, Marjorie. Don't do it.
yeah,
Congratulations, welcome to the podcast.
I love the power I have over her brain.
yeah. That's,
Yeah, because anxiety. Just you just find the thing that I'm like, "Huh." Like my coworker told me the other day. She's like, "Wow, you write funny." And I was like,
yeah.
Why would you say that to another person?
Because she was watching me write. I can't do it anymore. I guess I write things backwards. Like I start my E at the tail and I go up,
Oh, that is kind of funny.
and then like I do G's. I do the G like the tail again, and then I do that.
Stop doing things backwards.
It's how I write.
You start at the teeny thing so you can swirl out.
I had a learning disability as a child. This is my life. I'm sorry.
She just likes to start at the butt of letters.
I just like butts.
She's always the butt of the letters.
Was it dyslexia?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So
That's
still
like-
got that going on for me.
That's neat. That's like that's neat. Sometimes I write when I'm writing really fast. I'll write the second letter of a word first. So if I'm writing the word grass, I will write the letter R, and then I'll have to go back and write the G in front of it.
Just like I'm too excited about this word.
Yeah,
Fuck!
I
gotta go
get
back.
going too fast. I think I've never met anyone else who has ever had that before. Though.
I do
This is
it.
your brain
Yeah.
moving faster
Yeah,
than
I've
you.
done
you
that
done it?
before.
I
Okay.
do it all the time. Sometimes I'll skip entire words just to get a thought
Yeah.
across, and I'm like, oh, I look like an insane person.
Or one of the things that makes me so irrationally mad is when I'm writing and I hear something else and then I start writing what I'm hearing.
Yes. I do
don't
that all the
know
time.
That is like headphones getting pulled out caliber of anger.
Yeah.
I work on the phone where I have to multitask and write things at the same time, and I'll do that all the time. Yeah, like totally. This is the thing, and I'm talking about something completely different, and then I've realized I wrote 3 sentences about the thing I'm talking about instead of the thing I'm supposed to be
I
writing.
have to because at my job I do staff notes and like I have to cross it out all the time and like initial right above it. I'm like, wow, this looks great. This is looking so good. It's like it's a paragraph maybe.
Okay, so talking about writing too fast and things coming out weird. I work at the Jungle, and I work with customers, and we work there. The Jungle also sells things from sellers and stuff too, and occasionally those customers will get contact back from the seller instead of the Jungle because returns and such.
Okay.
Now I received a call from a concerned customer about an email she got from us and another one that she thought was the seller, and it was, but
I just thought
She
there was
just
like a
didn't-
virus moment where it's like, ooh.
right, she just didn't know like how she's supposed to do the return on this thing, and her biggest concerns were how that message was written.
Yeah.
And I'm not good at the character creation reading, but I know someone who is. And so I'm going to tap him to read this email that was sent to my customer. It's short, but I feel like we should share it.
Okay.
And I really was trying to talk long enough so you could find it.
I don't remember where it is in my phone. Where did you say?
It's
you
in
said it?
Slack in the message.
Well, while he is looking for that, I was looking actually on the Jungle the other day for an anxiety ring, which is one of the rings that spins. Because I used to have one and I ended up giving it away. And the very first one is actually top rated, but it's only like 99 cents. And I'm wondering, should I buy it? Is it going to be like one of those things where I buy it, it's really just like cruddy, even though they're like, it's stainless steel and all this stuff.
don't read
I got some really
Don't
cheap
read the
rings
last
on
one.
Amazon, and they made my fingers feel weird as fuck.
Oh, so possibly not.
Yeah.
Maybe I should start shopping on Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
so-
Jungle, I mean.
Whoa, hey, no.
Oh,
They're
no.
not the same thing.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyway, so this is the names omitted because customer confidentiality.
Oh, okay. So you already filtered this. So
Actually, all I did was edit off the very end of it that identified the seller because they didn't mention the customer's name.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Are you wanting Readington or are you wanting?
I want you to get creative, honestly,
Okay.
because
All
I
right,
mean,
okay.
you read through it. I don't think
Mark
Readington
Wahlberg.
would be quite.
Wahlberg doesn't do shit like this. Okay. How dare you?
But Wahlberg.
Well, you just got a dose. That's all you get.
Dear friend, I am sorry it is not fit you. Return is trouble. We want you to have good shopping feeling. How about we refund you for $1? Then you could keep it. Just advice. How about that? Please contact Pulse. Contact us.
Pulse.
Best wishes, guy
Sky-
whose name I'm not supposed to read.
I was gonna say that's my work email sign off. Thank you.
I love it. Pulse. I like it. You can keep the broken thing, and we'll give you $1 back.
She spent $20 and it was too small, so she's just trying to return it for a refund.
Yeah, of
and
course.
they want to give her $4.
Oh, $4. I like they said $1 on there, didn't it?
$4.
Your accent was a little too thick, sir. I couldn't
And that was read
understand.
as written. Yeah, it was
Pulse.
Pulse.
It's just like I am sorry. I'm sorry. Does fit not or whatever it started out.
Sorry,
God.
this doesn't fit you. You can have $4 and keep it, even though it doesn't fit you.
Yeah, but that's English.
I want you
I
to
know.
have good shopping feeling. Is probably my favorite part of that.
Good shopping feel.
Good shopping feel.
Good shopping feeling. Retail therapy is what I mean.
Very nice feeling. You
I-
get?
I want you to
No.
purchase thing and then
I don't know what that means.
I want you to purchase, maybe feel good.
I want you to buy thing and then it cure your schizophrenia.
Purchase me thing, then life fixed.
So, like, thinking about the whole speaking, like, saying things weird, my friend says good as gut, and I don't think he's German, but it
Yeah.
always, like, it throws me off because I'm just like, wait, what? You're not German.
Yeah.
And he's just like, good. That's good. And I'm like, what?
Good milk in the
Yeah.
bag.
Good milk. Yeah.
Yeah. Especially if he doesn't have an accent for the rest of it. It's like,
No.
that is very good. Ugh.
Like, and he says it just so casually that you're just like, oh, yeah, he said good. Wait a second. That's not good.
I was gonna say something, but I got nothing.
You got nothing. Dearest beloved, I write to you, for I have realized that in all of my letters, I have written as almost anonymous, but not. Many crimes have happened since I last wrote to you. Part of the town has burned down, and I have divorced once again. This time, though, it was not a death. I must say that if we should meet, I do say things a bit odd. I will not go into detail as to what those things are, because I feel that it will ruin our union together. Yours truly, and forever, Martha Internet.
Dearest Martha Internet, truly this is a confusing letter, being as how, in our interactions, just to recap our history, we were betrothed by your parents and only your parents, as my parents seem to call me names or have a different opinion of me every time I write to them. So then, once we had settled into our married life of writing letters to each other, sitting on the couch next to each other, being that we do not have a voice otherwise, you ran away with, I believe, a large man. I can't remember. It's been a while. And then you burned down half the town, probably, which left me in this floating cave house. I do believe that is all the information. Certainly someone needs to put together an accurate history for people to read so that they don't have to listen to several recordings of this. Anyhow, I guess we could give this relationship another shot, being that the following conditions are met. 1, you are not allowed near my stash of flammable items, nor my stash of dry hay reserves. Those are for my fire. By that I mean a stove that I have. And for my horses, in specific order. Secondly, you aren't allowed to meet any fat men while whilst we are together, seeing as how you seem to run off with them. Thirdly, you have to rebuild the mountain upon which my cave house once lived upon, but doesn't now. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm watching somebody gesture through a window. They're doing like a vase gesture sort of thing. I don't really understand. Anyhow, those are some fair conditions, I do believe. Also, dowry. Sincerely yours, E.J. Riddicully.
Whoa! Dearest Martha Internet! I want you to run away with me! Come to the sea! Follow me into the sea! I am not a fat man, so the stipulations that have been put upon you are still met! I am a merwhale! I have been watching you burn down your city! I've been watching the fighting on the shore! And I wish for you to come below the waves, my love! Sincerely, Dolphin Whale!
My dearest E.J. Riddicully, I had considered your proposal, and I must decline. For you see, as I was about to write this letter to you, I received quite the proposal from a man that is more than a man than you will ever be. For you see, he wants me to join him in his sea kingdom, while you ask me to move mountains for you in your floating house, which somehow has a horse in it, even though it's floating. That seems poorly unethical for that poor horse. Also, I can set all the fires I want in the ocean because they won't even light. This may possibly be the last letter I write to you, though, because I am salted by you and your ridiculous requests. I must say that I will keep writing to you as I am with the mer whale dolphin man. Yours truly, but not yours, Martha Internet.
To the residents of Civil Warville, the town is now at war with the underwater kingdom of Atlantis. The underwater Atlanticians, or Atlantosians, I'm not sure what they're called.
Atlanteans.
Atlanteans. Thank you, fellow city person. I don't even know what happened just then. We are at war. The mermen are stealing our women. They're stealing our horses. They're stealing our food and gas. Kill any merman you see with a gun or knife. Sincerely yours, Mayor Loudman.
Dearest Martha Internet, I am not able to see you because war has gone between my kind and your kind, so I hope a humble description of what I look like will suffice. I am a mer-dolphin whale. I will start from the feet up and describe myself in fifths. The bottom fifth of me is as a normal human. From the knees down, I have human legs. And then the second fifth of me is a dolphin, which is it's a pretty stark change. And then the third fifth of me is a whale, which is also there's really no transitionary period. It looks like I'm some sort of Frankenstein freak. And then the fourth fifth of me is a human again. And then the fifth of me is back to whale. It's pretty inconvenient having a whale head. Anyways, I hope you can love me for who I am, Martha Internet, because even though, much like Romeo and Juliet, we have been separated by our kind, I still love you from afar, and I only hope that I one day can caress you with my weird arms that transition into dolphin flippers near the hands. Sincerely, Merwhale Dolphin, or my full name, Whale Dolphin.
My dearest beloved Whale Dolphin, I look forward to every letter you send me. The war has taken its toll upon the Civil War town, as I do believe it has taken a toll upon the ocean. I must say, you visit me every night in my dreams, and the thought of a caress from a dolphin hand is a thought that I never thought I'd have, but I do look forward to. I must say, the fact that you do not ask much from me is quite appealing. Hopefully this war will end soon, and you will not be dead. But if you could send me a token of your love, possibly some buried treasure in the sea, just to make sure that I know it is you and no one else, that would be most appreciated. Yours truly, Martha Internet.
Dearest son, I intercepted the letter that you sent to that filthy land woman. How dare you attempt to betray our kind by mixing your superior whale dolphin man genetics with that of merely a human person who can only be on land? Don't you see? We are the next step in evolution, not the last. How dare you? For this you will be imprisoned forever in a seashell that is also a cabin. I don't know why we have it. We just do. It came from my dad. Anyway, get in there, you little punk. And don't you dare think of her human vagina. Sincerely, Dad Dolphin Man.
Dearest Father, I write to you from the confines of my seashell prison. At night I have dreams of the warmth of Martha Internet's vaginal secretion. Know that one day I will escape this prison and I will assassinate you because you are the one that is perpetuating the war. I know of your secret meetings with the President of the United States of America. I know of your secret letters back and forth to him, for lo, I have been intercepting letters as well. I know of your secret love affair with the president, and I must tell you, I think that the dolphin men of all kinds wish to bang humans. That is just the next step in evolution, and if you prevent it, then we will not evolve. Sincerely. Whale Dolphin.
My dearest dad, whale man person. The war on the land has taken its toll, I must say. But resources are running low, and our plan to enslave the human race will be soon. I cannot wait for the time when you have taken over this land, and you and I can truly be united. Yours truly, Madam President.
Dearest Madam President, how dare you address me in your land voice? Please only write me letters in our Atlantean accent. Sincerely, Dad Dolphin Man.
What the fuck was that?
Well, now we have a new land. We have the Atlantic.
Jesus.
With the mer
Oh
whale
my
people.
God.
That's definitely a fun way to season that universe.
Yeah, there's
By adding weird fish sex.
Yep.
I love that we have a floating rock. It's just up there.
It's world building. That's what I call world building.
Yeah, well, I'm still trying to figure out the character building there. 1/5 of me is legs.
I was like, where's the chest? Have we gone to the chest?
I love that you were like, let me describe myself in fifths, and then you did it. It was so much fun to listen to.
Mavis, Bacon, I know you're listening. Please make that a thing. I just want to see what that looks like.
I feel like we need to run a D&D campaign, but from the Civil War town.
Oh, God. Oh.
Yeah,
I don't need to be that present in the horrible world I've built.
Yeah.
I kind of want to be a part of the little birth, like the brainchild that I have like dropped on the mountain.
Oh, yeah. That was a long time.
Yeah, I think that's the longest the Civil War letters have ever gone.
I know. My frickin' hands can tell you that.
I could have kept going, too.
No,
I know. I was like, I don't want to do Madam President in the whale voice.
Yeah.
But I was ready. I was like, I've got this. If we need, like, I was hoping you would intercept the letter again, from prison.
I was thinking next beat would be like, "Dear Susan, the war is taking a psychological toll."
It's just Merwan.
Dude, I gotta say, when you came in with that voice, I thought you were gonna be the horse.
Oh no! I would just sort of started making the sound.
Yeah, no, it works. No, it was fantastic. It was just like, is this gonna be a love triangle with a horse and two people?
No,
yes.
it's a love triangle
would be
with a
weird.
Atlantean. With a
Yeah, that'd
whale.
be weird.
No, it's totally not weird right now. What? Hi.
Stop.
Yeah,
acknowledging me.
no,
Hi.
don't acknowledge.
Stop doing weird
help
things.
it. Yeah, stop being weird.
Well, give me a mirror so I can see the top of the cameras from here.
Oh, here you
Okay.
go. Here's a mirror.
That's like a
I will just like put a
We can
mirror on
see
top.
there's no mirror, Steven.
Shut up.
Those books don't work anymore.
I'm pretending the cameras aren't there so I can continue being funny.
I have a really hard time forgetting that they're there. I'm just like, hello.
I'm trying not to look directly into them, but when I do, I'm definitely committing to it.
There's like a few times I've like looked at them like cheating to the audience. Hello, audience.
Well,
Every
you know,
time I make eye contact with the lens, I'm like, hey, how you doing?
It'll mind you, though, a lot of the times the only time it's actually going to be on screen is when you're the one speaking. Like right
Yeah.
now, they're seeing my ugly face, and then I'll stop talking.
Oh, I was wondering if you were gonna do like a 4 split camera thing where you had like the 4
Oh, yeah,
different.
no, I'm not doing the Twitch stream look.
I was really. Can you do like a small little like nod to the Brady Bunch where you like bring all of us in and then like
Whoa,
super
hold on.
That's
Hold on.
awesome.
Hold on. Why did you tip a fedora while talking about the Brady Bunch?
I think it was like a nod.
I think
Like
she was
a
doing the
small
hat
little
tip.
nod.
Hey.
Hat
Miss
tip.
sitcom.
Yeah,
vague reference,
yeah.
vague pronouns.
The sitcom.
Please, can that just and then they never have to see it again except for every intro when they're just like, and here's the Brady Bunch, but really it's not. I love that. Please address me in your whale voice.
How dare you not address
How dare
me?
you not address
It's like
me?
an insult.
I knew you were trying to dodge it. And I was like, no.
Well, no, it's like I was trying to come up with like a Madam President voice. I'm like, this has to be authoritative. It doesn't have to be like Martha Internet. And I was like, oh look, there's a Southern that doesn't need to be in there.
Martha Internet.
Martha Internet.
Martha Internet.
Who is
of the
Martha
Internet family.
Internet.
Yeah.
Sorry, everybody said it so far.
Yeah, you just gotta jump on.
I just love that. You cannot have the flammables. Like that was a part of the list. Paul's dowry.
I mean, Martha Internet set the town on fire, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
pretended she didn't. So
Guys,
Yes.
you're watching on the YouTubes. You see, right? And that. It's the only time you're going to see it on camera because it's going to go away. That makes me really nervous.
Oh my God! Next week it's gone.
Yes.
Wait,
I feel like you should keep your
wait.
hair like a little bit longer on the top though. Like
No.
What's happening?
The only reason my beard is this long and my hair is this long is because we had a patron drive to get 50 patrons, and it's been going on for months. And because, I mean, that's a lot of people all at
Yeah.
once, so I was giving them time. And if we got to 50, I'd shave my head. So I just stopped grooming from the neck up. And, I planned to keep the beard if I shaved so I didn't look like a cancer patient. So it's all right. I have a cancer patient friend. I can make those jokes.
oh my God.
That's funny because he'd laugh because he's a real guy.
Because he's a real guy.
He's a real cancer.
He's a real person.
I
that
visited,
makes
I
it seem more fake.
Yeah.
When
No,
you,
I visited
He's
him at
very
hospital.
real.
he's a very real man with arms and legs, and they all have cancer.
For the last several weeks and for every week until he's out, if he comes out, I've been visiting him in hospice every Tuesday morning.
Usually, if they're in hospice, they don't come out.
That's what he said. That's what they all said. And now they're prepping him to go to at-home hospice.
Oh, okay. Well,
Hey, good for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was,
I was
it
gonna
was
say something.
unexpected.
Like, be like, oh, we'll
I'll
just
just
have
go
a
to his
torso with
house
a
every
head,
Tuesday
and we'll
morning.
put him on a wheelchair.
So you're shaving head and beard?
No.
completely?
If we got to 50, we didn't. So I'm just going to get a haircut. So I'm going to go back to my normal short and no beard.
Yeah.
Cool.
But if it were shaved head, it would have just been shaved head with beard. Because
That is a look. Upside down head.
Yeah.
Upside down head. Yes.
As I've referred it to that.
Yeah, and I have a really oddly shaped head, so it doesn't look good, which is the pull for them.
Yeah.
Embarrass Andrew. Yay!
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Hustle has a bunch of different like things for patrons.
Yeah, those don't
batteries,
work out, though.
batteries for bucks for batteries for him.
We got a patron out of it though, so
Hey,
just saying.
one Patreon is
One
Patronus.
One Patronus. Okay,
That's
yeah,
a
I did it.
licensed property.
Yeah. Gotta cut that out.
It's gone. It's gone forever.
No, it's parody.
Oh, God.
Everything's
Yeah.
parody, so it's
Parody.
okay.
Everything we do is
I love
parody.
Yeah.
I enjoy
To
that
be or
parody.
not to be? That is the question.
Whether
'tis nobler to suffer.
Yeah,
or
they
to
don't know the rest after.
Damn
that.
it! Yeah, to endure the slings and
This is-
arrows of outrageous misfortune. No, I don't know the rest. I had it. I had it at one point.
You know more than I do.
I knew a bunch of shit.
Anyway, so
What comes next? I don't know.
cliffhangers.
Two.
Two?
No, I forgot.
At two?
Brute.
Brute?
Brute.
Yeah.
I am brute.
Screaming so. Because I'm trying to say it's time for something.
Okay.
And I was giving time for some reason.
Is it time for
yeah,
my birthday?
you bought way too much time. He's been here.
Is it
Well,
my birthday now?
It's time for the.
Break?
Oh no. We got one more thing before we
gonna put it back together.
We need some
Oh,
tape
here's some
stamp.
glue.
Yeah.
Just stick that on there. Actually, it's time to have Steven leave, and
Yeah. I'm
Bye,
getting
Steven. I won't miss you.
it is time for Dr. Donut reacting to the news.
That's about goddamn time.
It's 9 o'clock. It's
talk-
9 o'clock. It's
you-
almost always night. You got 20 minutes early, and you're still bitching.
You were talking about your beard. I
Will
could
you
have been
get close
talking-
enough to the microphone so we can have a
I'm
conversation?
climbing up and I'm yelling at you at the same time.
Dr.
Dick.
Donut's bedtime.
I'm very good at multitasking, unlike you bearded bastard.
This is a donut.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is
Yeah.
a talking donut.
yeah.
Yes,
You get used to it after a while.
Okay.
it's not weird to me. I've
Yeah.
always been a talking donut.
It's just a little jarring. I've never had inanimate objects talking.
Yeah.
You know, I really want to have donut in a jar.
That'd be a little
Yeah,
terrifying.
I refuse to live in a
Like-
jar.
No.
Yeah, the-
like in a jar or like with formaldehyde and like stuff.
Don't say Jar Jar on the internet.
Jar
It attracts
Jar.
the wrong kind of people.
And now we got more listeners. Jar Jar.
You just started a war in the comments section.
That's my life. Anyways, what are you here
Yeah.
for? Is it what are you doing
Dr.
here? Why
Donut,
are you
what
here?
news are you reacting to today?
What
Oh.
news?
Well, I was. This one seems weirdly apropos, given that we've got the fat child in here again, and Herx. Yes, it you.
Is it?
World's last male northern white rhino gets help from Tinder.
Oh my God, that's funny because rhinos. And
The world's
Tinder.
last male northern white rhino has joined the Tinder dating app as wildlife experts make a last chance breeding effort to keep his species alive.
on Tinder.
Apparently. I don't mean to be too forward, but the fate of the species literally depends on me, the rhino's profile says. I perform well under pressure. The campaign, called the most eligible bachelor in the world by a Kenyan Wildlife Conservancy, and the dating app focuses on the rhino named Sudan.
Isn't that a
Weird.
country?
Yeah.
Yes, I don't
Sudan
know.
and Sudan.
Are you
there
sure
peop-
it's not sudden?
There are people named Chad.
Yes.
God damn it, I forgot.
There's also pieces of paper named Chad,
Chad.
if you want a timely voting reference. The 43-year-old and his last two female companions are unable to breed naturally because of issues that include old age. Old Paheta Conservancy and the app aim to raise $9 million for research into breeding methods, including in vitro fertilization, in an effort to save the species from extinction. We partnered with Old Paheta to give the most eligible bachelor in the world a chance to meet his match, said Matt David, head of communications and marketing at Tinder. We are optimistic given Sudan's profile will be seen on Tinder in 190 countries and over 40 languages. The Conservancy's website had crashed by Tuesday evening. Sudan lives at the Conservancy, protected by guards around the clock, with the two females, Najin and Fatou.
For two.
Bless you.
Rude. The plight that currently faces the northern white rhinos is a signal to the impact that humankind is having on many thousands of other species across the planet, said Richard Vigney, the Conservancy's chief executive officer.
Dick Vig.
Dick Vig.
Dick big.
Send me a dick pic.
I don't think you want that.
Depends on the day.
Well, I mean, it is
Is
Tinder,
it just
so
a dick-shaped fig?
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
a dick pic.
I'd take pictures of that all day.
Yeah.
it's a dong pair.
Oh, what?
That's a pair of dongs.
Oh.
Ultimately, the aim will be to reintroduce a viable population of northern white rhino. Oh,
I know.
seems like somebody just figured it out. Which is where their true value will be realized. And that is it. It ends unceremoniously on that note.
Part of me really wants to download Tinder just to try and find the rhino. Just be like, I'm looking. And be like, and you know, if Travis like got upset about it, I'd be like, no, I'm looking for a rhino.
Who's Travis?
I don't know.
No one knows who Travis is. I'm not certain.
I don't know. I've never had a person named Travis on my show, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah,
You're right.
I've never met a person named Travis.
No.
I mean, there's a weird little like vague sticky note on the wall, but it's, I don't know.
I mean, Sudan's a name, but Travis is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I know.
What
Like,
is
yeah.
your name?
what? Could
Yeah,
it
who would be
mean?
named Travis?
I don't know.
Virtually no one.
Who would be named
Wait,
for two?
so are there female rhinos on Tinder, or is the male rhino just trying to fuck humans?
Or are they horning out the rhino for money? 'Cause
They're
that's what
horny.
Sounds like they're horning out for some bucks.
Well, I would not be
Bucks for
surprised
fucks.
if there were some whole rebels involved.
Don't buzzword that. No,
Bucks
no.
for
No
fucks.
bucks for fucks. That's
Bucks for
hookerism.
bucks.
I don't know.
That's
what-
prostitution.
It's just
I don't
a
know.
fun term for prostitution.
Fucks for bucks.
Rhino for ride? I don't know.
That
I'll
seems a
take
little
her for
contrived.
a rhino.
I'll rhino her good. I don't
Snap.
know. I thought you were doing a
Thank
mic
you for
test
telling
for a
us what it
second.
was.
The camera's there. I don't need to do it anymore.
But for the people who will not, who do not want to watch on YouTube, just we're doing snaps.
Yeah, we're snapping.
No snaps, please.
No snips.
No snaps.
No snips.
What has happened? I have so many weird people have entered.
What has happened?
What is happened?
What has happened? Okay.
Dr. Connor, did you get a new assistant? Is it the Mer Whale man? Is he looking for a land job?
No, he's gone.
No, he's gone. Just kidding.
He's out of here.
Wow, he left really quick.
He hurts hurts his own voice.
That's, I don't
He's
know.
terrified of his own voice, so he fled. So much so he left the door open.
He did, which means Steven will probably come back.
Are you done?
Hey, it's your assistant.
I mean,
Jeremy, when am I ever done?
Usually at the end.
Hi, Jeremy.
Jeremy, I'm not sure if I'm happy that you're smoking weed again.
I'm sorry.
It's legal.
it is legal.
Well, of course.
But I
it's
mean, like, there's a 50-50 he'll eat you.
I'm also a villain, so I don't care about legality. I'm more concerned about my intern being
Basic
useful.
proficiency. Yeah.
I mean, you
Yeah.
could fire him. He is an intern.
I can't fire him. I'd have to replace him.
What?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. We're talking about doobies or some kind of haze or whatever.
I'm interested.
yeah, white rhino. Have you ever smoked that strain before?
I rode the rhino before.
Have you chased the white rhino?
Yes.
It's the
From
last
that
strain
laugh,
in
yes.
existence.
You can do it. You can do it on Tinder.
Yeah, you can chase that rhino and you can ride it.
I'm gonna swipe right.
Swipe right. That's the moral of this whole thing.
It's to swipe right on a rhino.
Swipe right on that rhino.
Oh, I'm glad
the
I
way
could
you're
help
supposed to swipe?
get us back on track.
Yes, you did.
Yes.
Congratulations, you've accomplished something.
Good job, Jeremy. Get out of my chair! Go live in that reefer.
Why is he laying down and yelling at you?
His back hurts.
I threw him down.
Well, okay,
Aw.
that's fair.
You broke him even more.
He got a little heavier though.
It's
I was
okay. We
talking
can,
about that earlier.
Oh,
it's okay. He can just start the Jenny Craig diet. It's fine.
didn't Jenny Craig die?
Yes.
Yeah.
From her own
It-
diet, ironically.
Yeah. She died.
Yep. She lost so much weight, she ceased to exist.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Lucky for us.
Fantastic. She fits a great in a dress, though.
I'm gonna go warm up the car with some
I
weed.
mean, it's electric, so you don't really have to warm it up exactly, but
He said with weed, Doctor.
With weed, yeah.
With weed.
The inside.
Yeah.
Basically,
I
you're
know.
gonna get
it's hot
contact high.
box humor, Doc.
I don't even have lungs.
Well-
at best, I can get infused.
You're gonna be infused then. With
He's
not
been
only
infused.
evil,
Yeah.
but with
He's
weed.
already infused. Already very infused.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, some people say infused goods were the result of my, or the cause of my existence, but I disagree.
That was kind of an unceremonious leave. He just kind of left.
He kind of just shuffled out.
Why
actually.
is nobody observing studio etiquette?
I don't know.
I would describe it as a slither, what he just did.
Yeah,
Just
It's
slither
for a big
shuffle.
guy,
Yeah.
too. Like,
I'm impressed he could slither like that.
He got down on the ground and just left. Just
I might have to
slithered right
use
out.
that in some of my plans.
oh, yeah.
Yeah, you could just
That's
write
code
him.
words.
Anyway,
Like a
so given that rhinos are blind,
Wait, what?
rhinos are generally blind. They have trouble seeing. Because,
Really?
Yeah. Yes.
Huh.
You can.
Is that just a fact?
It's just a fact. You can Google it and everything.
Is it an alternative fact?
Yeah.
No, it's
No,
a
no,
regular
it's
non.
actually a thing that is
Actual
real.
Rhinos are blind. That's the fact.
Yes.
Rhinos are blind.
Every single one of them. So,
Okay.
I mean,
Okay,
you
Google.
could be rest assured that if that rhino swipes right,
Google.
it's entirely spiritual.
Yeah. Okay.
Katy Perry.
Katy Perry. I like that you did
What?
it on yourself. Okay, Google. Katy Perry.
Katy Perry.
How many like
It's not
times?
your joke.
How many times do you think like when we've said okay Google, we set off people's like listeners' phones?
Virtually all the time. I guarantee it.
Yeah. Or do you have the Echo or the Dot? Hey, Alexa, play some jazz.
Excuse me, Siri. Would you mind calling me Butthead moving forward? Let's just see who we've upset
It's
with an
just like
iPhone.
Butthead moving forward is the title now.
Oh, Alexa, play the Never-Ending Random Discussion podcast, because that works.
Meta. It's now meta because they're already listening to it. So now it's meta.
Now it's started over on their speaker.
And then they're in an infinite loop at this point. They're
oh
just gonna
God,
hit this
that'd
point
be
and
so
then they're gonna
annoying
go back.
and beautiful.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Are rhinos blind?
Katy Perry.
Rhinos may not actually be all that blind.
Ha!
One paper that examined a retina from a black rhino estimated that its visual acuity should be around 6 cycles degree, which is 10 times worse than a human and half that of a cat, but is around that of a rabbit and is much better than the vision.
Oh my God, Sheila, thank you. That was
Yeah.
enough. We got to find out that they do not have as good of vision, but they are not blind.
Wow. So you lied to us, Dr. Donut.
Well, I
The
didn't
end
lie
of
at
that
all.
song, sorry, that was like art right there.
That was
like,
perfect.
like hearing the music and the robot voice and then the blind, it was great.
Yes, it was perfect.
Knowing how I know
Oh,
the exact
I
length of
see.
that, and
I see.
I know the tune when it's about to go out. That
I
was
see.
staged.
Okay.
It
It was still art.
Yeah, you still have performance chops.
That's still considered art if you
I
stage
prefer
something.
pork chops.
Ooh, pork chops.
I haven't had them in a long
Pork
time.
Stop
Hey.
saying food around the fat child. That makes her only want that.
Hey, I've actually lost 3 pounds since going to the gym, so
Did you find
No,
it
so
yet?
now you're a chubby child?
Did you find it yet?
oh,
You should try harder.
I don't want to. I'm glad it's gone.
Just get rid of them.
See, but at that point, I don't think it's you're losing them, because when I lose something, it's something that I didn't want to in the first place.
So you're displacing
Well,
the
see,
weight?
displacing.
No, that sounds,
Removing it from my body.
It's gone now.
on the nose.
Could you have said that any more like a Michael Myers character?
No.
No, I am inspired by Mr. Myers.
Mr. Myers.
You know, he stabs people with white mask on.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Did you,
I'm so confused about what's happening right now.
Spoiler
That's the
alerts.
only Mike Myers that I know about.
it's true. You know, have you
No.
never? Well, actually, you probably haven't. Halloween.
Yeah, Halloween.
Michael Myers.
Yeah, I don't watch horror movies.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, he's.
Now I can never
Dr.
watch that
Donut,
movie. 'cause
you
it's
don't
been
watch
You
spoiled.
horror
weren't gonna
movies?
anyway.
I don't watch horror movies.
I
don't.
might have. I watched Friday the 13th this year.
Yeah.
And Jeepers Creepers,
Was it the remake or was it?
the original.
Okay.
And
good.
then Hostel 1 and 2.
Oh
See,
God, why would you do that to
I,
yourself?
I don't like the gore-filled ones.
Yeah.
like I love supernatural horror. I love it.
Yeah, it's Saw is my except. I think the first Saw,
Saw's the
love
reason I
Saw.
don't like that genre.
but the original one at least had the psychological.
Okay.
Then after that it was just.
I
fucking-
like
the first
the
one was
story.
very very well done.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
it was
story.
like for a
Fatty,
reason.
they're talking about your things. Okay.
Donut.
Steven, do you like horror movies?
I actually like Saw a lot. I
Okay.
I like the
I think
story of
Jigsaw
Saw.
is probably the best villain I've ever seen.
I kind of like the fill-ins that they do. They're like, oh, by the way, this
Would
this
you-
is in the timeline.
Would you like to play a game?
No.
Yes.
Oh, great! I'm gonna kill you now.
That's not how Jigsaw works,
Calm
though.
down.
He gives you a chance. He doesn't
That's
kill
how simple
you.
it is after that. After the
But
first
no,
one.
he actually, you have to make these choices on your own. He doesn't, and that's why he's like, I haven't killed anyone, because he hasn't. He has abducted them.
Oh,
That
I
he
know.
can be charged for.
I know the premise of the series.
I also recently just finished that series.
That being said,
Yeah.
I haven't seen past Saw 3 because it kind of gets
Yeah,
it kind of gets self-indulgent from there.
Exactly. Well, I saw the
It
second
was-
one, and I didn't need to see any more from that point.
It was
on,
actually
yeah.
pretty good after that. Like, I mean, yeah, they repeat a lot of stuff. They're like, oh, by the way, this fits in the timeline right here. Do you remember the scene you saw 2 movies ago? Right here.
When they brought the first girl back, and instead of her just being the survivor, she ended up being a disciple, and I was like, okay, come on.
Well, I mean, they actually do more
don't
than
know.
just that. Like,
Oh, I know. I know. Ultimately, one of the characters from the first one ends up being like involved in the whole thing. It's
oh yeah.
The Shining and Alien are the 2 best.
Ooh,
Yeah,
The
those-
Shining was so good.
Those are the ones that you should go for. I just want to get that in at the end.
I have the anthology on Blu-ray of Alien.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah,
Still haven't seen all
great.
of them.
First and second are the best, and really all you have to
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
However, I'm really excited for Covenant, but
Yeah,
we should still
well,
take a break before
I
we
was
start
excited
talking.
for Prometheus.
Were you?
Yeah, I thought it was terrible. It was so fucking bad.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Ash.
Hi, I'm Steven.
I write fan fiction.
I'm a podcaster and a comedian, and neither of us
Have seen a lot of movies, so we decided to get caught up.
on our catalog of movies. And while talking about it,
I decided that we should podcast all of it.
and now 2 years later, we're still at it.
And we're kind of a little bit more professional than ever. He wants to touch the
Heine.
Bryan Cranston, the one that
That
knocks,
is-
and the one that sends the Power Rangers have to go touch things.
He wants to get vertical on the Limbo Shack.
What the f-
She is your soulmate because the Lord has told me.
What? What? He wants to jump through that tent and into the canyon and fly away while holding a ketchup bottle. I don't know how it works.
He wants to Left Eye Lopez for Destiny's Child.
So join us every Monday on iTunes, Stitcher,
Or here on the Pants Pending Studios Podcast Network.
which you can find at pantspending.com.
.com.
Hello, my name is Will Gilman, producer of The Hustle. We were asked to come up with a family-friendly promo, which is difficult because we curse a lot, and generally speaking, it's a no-holds-barred comedy show. We use words like ass, bit, f***er, cunt, and n***er. You see, we are an edgy show. We use words like abs, bits, further, cart, and nearer. You see, we are an edgy show. That'll trick him. Now, where'd I put my chocolate milk? Hustle. That's right, it's The Hustle, with your hosts Adam Tucker, Travis Powell with the news, and occasionally Will Gilman. You can find more Hustle at pantspending.com/hustle.
I know you got to get your hustle on, so I pray.
Pants pending.
Oh, I love the Nano Hoedown. How about you guys?
Oh, it's a good time.
It's a great genre.
It's a good hootenanny.
Yeah.
It's a
It's a
cross
shenanigan.
genre, even.
Hootenanny.
Because you're getting hootin' with the 8-bit nannies.
Hootens.
Hootin' in the 8-bit
Such-
Nannies sounds like a great swing band.
8-Bit Nannies. That's my favorite website on the internet.
Yeah.
8-bit nannies. Nannies.
Throw back a bottle of
Beer.
Milk.
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 Good
8-bit
milk.
nannies.
Bag milk.
They have bagged milk
They
in
do.
fucking the UK.
They do, yeah.
It's
like,
awkward. I don't
How
like
do
it.
you?
You just put,
How do you bag milk?
you put milk
How?
in a bag.
How bag?
I just love it watching the Americans freak out.
Yeah.
Like, what do you do? How do you?
How bag? I feel like I have to.
I had those tiny bags of the chocolate milk in the junior high. You know, and
Yes.
you stab it, you drink it, you blow it up, you stab it through the other side, you step on it so it explodes.
Those are the instructions on the back of the bag.
Explode bag. Do not
The
become
bag
terrorist.
of milk.
Guys,
It's that time.
it's that time.
It's that time.
It's time we dramatically review
We review
an item
the what?
on
kids?
Amazon.
What are we reviewing?
Well, today's item is the Sharp Provolone Picante Cheese Whole Wheel, approximately 60 pounds. And I, in my normal fashion, am going to start with a cold read of the top positive review. And it's a lot longer than it looked like. Okay, by Robert Marsden, titled Please Read, Thanks for the Memories, 5 stars. I'm starting to come back to life a little bit, but the incredible true story I will be sharing with you guys about this cheese wheel begins like this. In the summer of 1983, my father sat me down in the living room and told me he was going out for a while. To an all-you-can-eat buffet, he said. I wish now that I had been able to see through those the thin facade of his cowardly lie. It's 2013 now, and I just finished what my own father could never do. All you can eat. Two years ago, I decided to go out looking for him after 28 years of disappearance. I talked to my family members, but gained no useful information. No one wanted to discuss the details of my father's murky disappearance. Leave well enough alone, they said. There aren't always answers for you the tough questions in life, I got frequently. You're better off going back to whatever it is you were doing, said some. Sorry, it's hard to quote and read. Finally, I got an old beggar lady at the mall. She called me over, and after refusing to give her even a thin dime, she told me that I was the one who needed something from her. That she contained all the secrets of my father's gradual decline into self-imposed degeneration at the hand of the all-you-can-eat buffet. In 1983, the local mall near my house piloted a cheese week in an attempt to increase foot traffic to the newly added dairy area of the food court. The Dairy Buffet restaurant, with cheese, please, introduced an all-you-can-eat buffet, with the grand prize winner receiving approximately 60 pounds, a 60-pound wheel of sharp provolone picante cheese. My father couldn't resist. He was doomed before he even set foot in that restaurant. He sat down, paid his $6.50, and didn't leave for 28 years. When I met up with him in the back booth, he looked a little different, sullen and pale. Why, Dad? I finally said behind a thin veil of tears. He thins a lot in this. Because, son, at an all-you-can-eat buffet, the only obstacle is yourself. He handed me a small piece of sharp provolone picante cheese as he passed away from malnutrition right before my eyes. He hadn't finished the wheel, but thanks to this Amazon listing, I can now finish my father's legacy.
I have one. It is a 5-star by Bubba. It's titled, Best Cheese Ever. This is beautiful. I murder Koopa Troopas with this. And Mario and Luigi and Peck. Mario! Then I put chess. Luigi! Shh, I'm telling a story. Then I put chess on Tim and dip Tim in baffers. Then I roll into the Teletubbies because you are the Teletubbies. And I ate Tim for diner and licked her faxes of. One person found that helpful.
I have one. It's by Amazon customer. It's 2 stars, and the review is, I ate the whole thing.
Good.
Steven?
Tasty by Jeremy Buchanan.
What?
Yeah, that's what. Shh.
Jeremy,
What are you doing
back.
in here?
You said my name.
No, I said, is your name Jeremy Buchanan?
I don't know what a Buchanan is.
Is
but
that canonical now?
No,
Canonical.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think it's canonical now. I think.
Canonins.
I got this last week, and my cat just loves it as well. I got 20 boxes of Ritz crackers to use this with, so I won't have to worry about what to snack on for a long time.
I got another 5-star one. Is that the end of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm done.
It's by Shake. I was raised on a small snail farm in the middle of the Appalachian Mountains. When the recession hit and the snails were no longer a reliable source of income, we turned to cheese. I spent the first 17 years of my life on that farm, and since that, I have loved snails and cheese as if they were my own children. Despite this, eventually it decided that I would move into the big city to pursue my dream of snail racing. When I first moved into my own apartment, I was shocked at the lack of a cheese emporium within Vespa distance from my home. After searching for days and night to find a reliable long-term cheese source, I found this. This 60-pound wheel of cheese has given me a new look on life. No longer do I want to become a snail racer, but as this cheese showed me that I can do whatever I want, and I have now decided that I would like to become a snail surgeon. There is a large amount of tough competition, and the stakes are high, but thanks to my new friend, I'm sure that I will be able to do whatever I set my mind to. And so can you.
3 stars. The highlight of my investigative career by Wyatt B. Bolshevik.
It's not what I thought that name was going to be.
I'm an executive police inspector for the Seattle PD. 7 years ago, I was investigating a series of gruesome murders that occurred in the city and its surrounding suburbs. I remember my first encounter with the case. It was mid-December, and I was just returning from my vacation in North Korea. The second my plane landed, I saw I had 24,000 missed messages. Too much for one man to deal with. Well, I'm not dealing with this right now. I threw my phone off. I threw my phone off the tarmac beneath an oncoming plane. Immediately, I received a call on my walkie-talkie. That's when I knew it was serious. As I watched the plane crush my phone from the safety of the terminal, I answered the walkie-talkie. Hello, can you hear me? It was my boss, Jeff. What's the secret password? I had to be sure it was really him. Password? It was him. What is it? Password? No, I mean, why did you call me? There's a new case we need you on now. I'm on my way. Being the incredible athlete and part-time gymnast wrestler that I was, I quickly jumped into the path of an oncoming bus. It hit me, but luckily, it had already slowed down for the yellow light. Yellow is my least favorite color. It reeks of uncertainty, citrus, and cat urine. With the bus stalled and the driver momentarily confused, I boarded the bus and flashed my badge. Seattle PD, everybody off the bus! They quickly left the bus and I grabbed the wheel. A mere 2 hours later, I pulled the bus into the police station. A fire blazing beneath the fuel tank and twigs stuck between the axles. That's another story entirely. Jeff saw me and waved me over to the conference room. I ran over to him, jumping the handrail and vaulting over the staircase that led to the second floor. I screeched to a stop 2 inches from his face as I panted from physical exertion. You smell lemony. I got hit by a bus at a yellow light. Damn the public transportation system. You wanted to see me? There's a dead body. All right, let's go. I turned to go, but 2 things stopped me. First, Jeff grabbed my arm and said, "No, it's in here," as he gestured to the conference room floor. Second, the fire in the bus finally reached the fuel tank, and the entire bus exploded, taking half the police station and force with it. Hold on. Okay, yeah, I'm not finishing that.
Mario! Luigi! Luigi!
I will let you all know that what I just read was only 1/4 of it.
Oh, Lord.
My God.
What was it called?
The highlight of my investigative career.
That's true. I found one.
Oh, you gonna do yours?
Can I get
But he's in
Go
a voice.
ahead, go ahead.
It's a 4-star review called "Warning: Do not use in 220-volt outlets" by Rosarian. I brought my trusty provolone cheese on a backpacking trip through Europe and was horrified to learn that this unit was not compatible with 220-volt outlets. A $300 repair bill taught me a valuable lesson. Otherwise, this unit is portable as a carry-on and compact enough to fit in the overhead bin. -1 star for not coming with handles. 20 people found this helpful.
That was like man fry.
Oh, tasty but deadly. Oh, hi there, Mr. Amazon. This is me, Hortense, from the Shady Grove Nursing Home. A few weeks ago, I ordered a cheese from you. Well, to tell you the truth, I've been hoping for quite a while that old Mr. Romano across the hall might be interested in getting better acquainted. So I saved up for months, as SSI only goes so far, and Medicare doesn't pay for all the things you might think it does. To buy your sharp, provocative, and piquant cheese, whole wheel, approximately 60 pounds, shipping weight 65 pounds, ASIN boot to 90 stock, was found on Amazon.com, made from fresh cow's milk product of Italy.
Did you just turn the Amazon stock index number into a word?
I think so. Oh. I wanted to buy the Brunello di Monticello one, but I was too afraid by the time I saved up for that either me or Mr. Romano would be dead. I also found you can purchase an interesting array of feminine undergarments online, but that will be a different product review if you don't mind. I'll just say that the product descriptions definitely do not adequately explain those items. I almost asphyxiated on that push-up bra, but fortunately, Madge was coming down the hall with her walker and saw me with the girl shoved up over my nose, struggling to breathe. Oh, I'm a lady, I guess. And she managed to pop the clasp. That sucker shut all the way down to the nurse's station. I think they are going to use it for field day next week. Something about a melon slinging contest. Oh, sorry, I got all distracted. I was talking to you about the provocative 60-pound cheese. Mr. Romano was clipping his nose hairs, and I hated to interrupt him. Being mostly blind, he really needs to concentrate. What with those scissors so close to his nose? But I was so excited about the provocative cheese that I couldn't wait to invite him to my room, if you know what I mean. I'd even used a new can of Lysol, that fresh linen one, because I thought, oh, well, linen, it means bed fucking. I had to yell at Mr. Romano a couple of times because he can't hear so good either. But he finally figured out that I had cheese and crackers and not that I was wheezing and a-hacking. I think he'd been looking forward to a special event, too, because he had some of those little bottles of liquor from the airlines saved up from that time about 15 years ago when he flew to Long Island and visited his no-good louse of a son. Madge helped me get the cheese up on the bedside tray, 60 pounds is one motherfucking big chunk of cheese. I didn't write that. I just thought I'd say it. I'm just quoting Madge, though. I feel like I should quote her effectively. It was really difficult to balance that sucker on the tray. What with it being cheap aluminum and the one leg broke off from that time Mr. Finster tripped over it while trying to cop a feel, that nasty man. He had ugly toenails. So Madge helped me get the cheese tray set up all pretty. She borrowed a couple of nice paper plates from the lunchroom. One had irises on it, and one was a real pretty bunch of balloons that said, "Happy first birthday." I feel like somebody's going to come in and drug me at any minute. We had some nice napkins, too. Those kind of, Jesus Christ, did I really write this much? I did. I must be having the deliriums. I'm done.
I was just saying, it's like, I'm pretty sure that people just saw cheese and said, I'm going to write a novel about it.
Yeah, it's a huge story.
I'm going to write my life story about cheese.
I got 3-star one. Amazon customer. Unreliable. When my mom came home, we were both excited to chow down on this moist wheel of provolone with our cat and 2 dogs. But one problem. My cat took a pee on it before I could enjoy the delicate, refined taste of my provolone cheese. I can only fathom that why the cat urinated on my cheese is due to the fact that it is an oval. Enjoyed the cheese anyways, but later when I urinated, chunks of provolone cheese were shooting out.
All right. I found the last one on this page, and it's a 5-star, and it says, "Stay classy," by Edison R. My dog Baxter ate the whole wheel of cheese before I could get to it. I'm not mad, though. It was kind of amazing. I'll buy another one next paycheck. 175 people found this helpful for reasons I don't comprehend.
Oh, was that it? Okay,
Yeah,
hang on.
Sorry. I always tell you, how I ended is by saying, how many people found it helpful. you haven't noticed.
It's really difficult to end these anyway. It does not work with PlayStation by M. McHale.
God, that sounds familiar.
Pac-Man has been my favorite video game since 1984, and I finally ran out of all my lives last month. I was sitting on my bed, crunching a pork rind, playing my PlayStation on the projector screen in my parents' basement like usual, and Pac-Man just walked off the screen for good. I was about to call it quits and return to StarCraft, but the ghost didn't know what to do, and the fruit kept piling up, so I had to do something. Expensive, yes, but I calculated this wheel to be the correct size to fit on my projector screen after I cut out a wedge, just like the picture shows. Let me tell you, it does not come with hardware. Now my disk drive is filled with smelly ripe cheese, and the PS won't even power on. Don't waste your time buying just the Pac-Man. Buy another whole game.
Beautiful.
That's flawless.
10 out of 10 would hear it again.
What?
Ah.
I have another one if you want to keep going.
Oh, yeah.
My cheesy story. A 5-star review by Amazon customer. Hello, my name is Professor Bombastic. This review may seem like a joke, or as the kids call it, a hella goof, but I assure you that my story is all too real. My story begins in the French Alps, where I lived in a wooden cabin with my mother, my father, 28 siblings, and 4 dogs. My father was extremely abusive, especially towards me and my 4 dogs. My father regularly beat me and was a drunk. I remember fondly one day he was completely nude when I came home from preschool. He proceeded to charge me at full force with an alarming amount of Adderall in one hand and a 9-iron in the other. The only thing that could ever make my father happy was oversized cheese wheels. He loved cheese so much that he had a cheese churning factory right in our basement. He said that I could work there for free. I churned the cheese for 3 days and nights tirelessly, while my father in the corner furiously rubbed one out. I don't like cold reading this one.
That's why this is fun.
Gotta finish.
Yep. I missed over 4 months of school, which heavily ruined my academic career. I wanted to be a doctor, but my father said if I become something that doesn't have to do with cheese, he would go to town on the dogs. I didn't know what he meant, obviously, but I could guess it wasn't pretty. Coming from his angry but smiling expression on his face, I wanted to leave so badly, but I never could. He locked all the doors and windows. He never explained to me where my mother went, and whenever I bothered to ask him when he was rarely sober, he would immediately grab a bottle of 40 and get immensely drunk. On those days, he seemed a lot more aggressive in the bedroom as I churned the cheese. Finally, one day, he went to eat some cheese and had a heart attack. I sat there and watched the man dropped to the floor. He looked me in the eyes as he struggled to somehow communicate. Then eventually he said, "She tried to leave, but I couldn't let her go." That's when I realized he killed my mother by drowning her in a massive fondue pot filled with extra sharp cheese. So I sat there and watched as his status went past the point of no return. I sat there staring, and before I could realize it, I was smiling like never before, finally free. And when I finally managed to leave, I had to be reintroduced to society. It took me a while, but I still have the urge to eat cheese, so thank you for this experience. 5 people found that helpful.
Good for them.
Not me. I didn't. Halfway through, I was like, I regret picking this one.
It's like, I regret everything.
There's a reason I didn't go for that one.
Yeah. I didn't read the whole thing.
Good.
I only read part of it and I went, no.
Use caution. This cheese is very sharp. By Dr. John M. Hoyt. I was cut very badly while attempting to enjoy this cheese. I had advised that you extreme caution due to the sharp nature. Keep a first aid kit on hand while using this product. It was very good quality, though. 53 people found this helpful. I don't know why or how, but they did.
I don't have anything to say.
I don't either.
I don't either.
I also don't possess anything to say.
Oops.
Please extreme caution.
Somebody was so angry they broke off part of the table.
Oh, no.
Oh, I'm waiting for that to happen.
Oh, God. Just wait.
Man,
Good times.
Yeah, that one is another one of those short reviews. Like some of them have like pages of reviews. This
That
one's
was
like
really
4.
short, surprisingly, for
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
picante cheese.
Right, and I think it was just the length of reviews. Like,
Yeah, it made up for it.
yeah.
People were like, "No, they wrote a novel. I'm good." You did good.
My opinion on that is for the same reason food suggestions aren't funny at a theater.
Banana. Thanks.
Yeah,
I haven't heard that one before.
Pineapple.
Mustard.
You should talk about cats.
No.
No.
Can't you suggest weird things? We asked you a weird question and
That's why you
said,
never ask, like, what fits in a box? Your cat. Really?
"Oh, do it on Saturday. You will invariably get dildo."
I want you to talk about dildos and gynecologists.
Yeah, gynecologist is the worst one.
Right? It's like, wow, we haven't already heard that 20 million times.
I would love to open an improv show with like, okay, here's the suggestions we don't want. Dildo, do a thing. The gynecologist, do a thing. Okay, now that we've gotten it all out of the way, give us something good.
I actually would think it'd be really funny to actually like open an improv show with just like theater rants, where like where you just start having people like what is that game where it's a long form where people start like like tagging each other out and like just doing monologues until they start overlapping.
The rant.
That's like do the rant but do it theater style. So it's like, yeah, I really want to talk about cats. You want to talk about cats too because we're all crazy cat fucking people.
You got to be careful with that because that can chase an
fucking.
audience off.
I know.
They'll pull away if they figure it's about them at all.
Yeah.
But that's why you make it funny, where like you just like do the world's worst rants,
Or you
and
just
you do a
say-
theater edition.
You could just say fuck it and alienate your audience.
Yeah. I mean, like people have done it before, and like if they realize, oh, they don't want to hear that, I'm not gonna say that. Like, you know, it could either turn out really good or really bad.
Wow, it's
Fuck audiences.
Well, okay, audiences are great, love them to death, but some people think they're the cleverest people in the world every time they come in. Like when Bill Cosby was in the news, I got trapped into doing a Bill Cosby impression as part of a
dog pudding pops.
Was it the murder mystery when we were
Bill
doing
Schwarzenegger.
No, it was see, now I legitimately can't remember.
Yeah.
Fortune teller.
Oh yeah.
I hate and love that.
I was the crystal ball, and
Oh
so
God.
Oh Jesus.
I was like, well, what the fuck am I supposed to do? I can't speak, so I can't be like Jello. And also, I didn't want to do it because fucking Bill Cosby.
I mean, like also Kim K. Kim K comes up all the time, especially in Fortune Teller.
What's that?
Kardashian, I'm guessing.
Yeah, Kim Kardashian.
Oh,
Her
who's
butt,
that?
Huh?
Who is that?
Your precious child.
She's a
don't-
hobbit with a giant ass.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I shouldn't be mean to her like that.
Why is that a person? Like,
Because
is
she
famous?
broke the internet.
Yeah,
and
her
so-
father was a good friend of O.J. Simpson.
And so that made her famous?
Yep,
Yeah.
I guess.
Well, that and a sex tape.
Yeah,
Yeah, that, and then she had a sex tape.
No. So all I have to do to get Pants Pending famous is to release a sex tape?
And
no
be-
OJ.
Yeah, well, your father has to be friends with O.J. Simpson.
Oh, shit.
Or you.
Yeah.
I don't even
You
like
also
my
have to
dad.
be moderately attractive with a lot of makeup on.
You also had to have a big butt,
I'm moderately attractive without a lot of makeup on.
so you
Well,
need a
that's
big
fair.
butt.
I don't have a butt, though.
Gain
I'll have
one.
to borrow one.
Yeah, you'll have to. Yeah.
Gain
Borrow.
one.
I
I
know
heard
I'll
you can
borrow.
like put a little inflatable thing, like a basketball
It's like a
pump,
little fanny
into your
pack
butt,
thing.
and then
yeah.
like
I like that.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Butt
I could
inserts.
finally have something to sit on.
They're
Yeah.
usually for women.
Well, I mean, it
Usually.
doesn't matter. I'd
Don't-
still
don't-
like to have something to sit on.
He can wear one if he wants. Don't be.
We're progressive here, Marjorie.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Stop reinforcing gender roles.
I'm sorry. I just like I was still
Did
stuck
you
on
just
that
assume my ninja?
Yes, I
Did you just assume my magenta?
my magenta? I assumed you're magenta. I'm sorry.
Damn.
I just had the urge. I'm so sorry, but like, stop reinforcing gender roles, you bitch.
God, this is
I
why
wish
we
I
had
did-
the red pill.
Yeah,
God,
yeah. This is. Have you heard
God.
of the red pill?
because you need it. Go to your kitchen.
Isn't that a Beats speaker?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
It's definitely a Beats.
It's also misogyny.
It's a Beats.
I like getting misogynies.
When you massage your
The
knees.
Or when you massage other people's knees.
That's the bee's knees right
We're
there.
not allowed to do
That's
that to
the
you.
bee's
remember?
knees. That
No.
is the bee's knees.
The bee's knees.
The business.
I thought I'd bring that back.
Yeah, no, that's a great callback.
Okay, for real, that light keeps making me think it's still light outside.
It's bright out.
Well,
Like,
I mean, they are white lights.
I just keep looking outside and I'm like, oh, it's still light out. Why is that? Has the apocalypse happened?
Yes.
No, it's a reflection. And I'm stupid for thinking
Is
that.
the world coming to an end and we're spending it doing a podcast?
Well, of course that's going to happen to me, but that's because I'm always doing a podcast.
Yeah.
That's true. I don't think there's ever a
Is it
period
like
he's not.
3 out of the 4 days you're doing a podcast? 3 out of the 7 days?
It's going to be 4 now.
Oh, good.
Woo! Yay! I love doing that much work and not
You
getting
don't
paid.
need a life. Or friends. Or sleep.
I apparently don't need a whole lot of sleep.
No. Or
The
friends.
artistic direction.
Director.
Damn it.
Direction.
Ha! You almost remembered something, but you didn't.
I was close.
I still want to read New Cthulhu. Not New Cthulhu 2. It's going to bother me. Or at least Old Cthulhu.
I think it's funny that at the beginning, the patrons heard it, that he was like, full name to introduce and then call me Jake after that. And then we just never said his name throughout the rest of the show.
That's
Your
hilarious.
name scared us.
How often do you say people's names when you're talking to them in a room?
Are you kidding? Amanda said my name the other day, and it was like, wait, is that my name?
What's my name?
It's like I very rarely hear my name out of her lips, whereas she doesn't hear me say her name unless I'm referring to her to someone else. But whenever it's to me or to her, it weirds me. I can't. It's weird saying Amanda.
Yeah.
Like, hey Amanda. Like, it's weird to me.
Fair. That's kind of weird.
With Jacob Alexander.
Both.
Both.
Bothel.
Oh, I spelled it
Bothel.
Foerg.
Foerg.
Oh no, I did spell it right.
Both.
I thought I got it switched.
Both.
No.
So it's not Foger. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Both?
Boffins.
Both? Did I say that?
We were just playing with the word both.
I can hear. I'm sure the listeners are very ravished.
And ravenous.
I'm trying to teach myself English,
I don't-
listeners. I'm trying so hard.
Did you only just learn what ravished is? Because that's not the appropriate
It's a
context.
callback. It was a
Yeah,
callback, man.
Rabbits? Are we talking about rabbits?
No.
Radishes?
No.
Arugula?
No. Oh, hey.
Aw.
Hey. It sounds.
It's that time.
Yeah. Producer says it's time to wrap up today's discussion.
Bye.
Yeah, hey, thanks you guys for coming, especially you, Jake, for filling in
Yeah, no problem.
last minute. I really appreciate getting you in here.
Thanks for having me.
I forgot the thing. Oh, yes. Tune into his show, The Artistic Director, with Jacob Alexander Foerg, available on SoundCloud.
And
Ferg.
iTunes.
And iTunes.
Got it.
Did I say it wrong?
You
Yeah.
said Foerg.
Fuck. Ferg.
It's okay.
I've known
Delicious.
you for so long, I
Yeah.
should remember the goddamn name by now.
You really should.
You should. Yeah.
I'm terrible
I
at
guess.
this. Ferg.
Yeah.
Especially since his mom, helps us with everything.
Yeah, my mom does help with everything.
Yeah. Fun story. I didn't know how to pronounce her name, so I didn't for a very long time. I was just like, hey, Aaron.
Jesus, Aaron's his.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's new.
Yeah.
I did not know that until just now, but I've heard about you, and I didn't know that it was. Okay, that's fine. So, listeners, you can find the show at nerd.panspending.com or our new video home at bit.ly/celebrategeek. And while you're at panspending.com, check out one of our other great shows, or any of the many great shows we have, and YouTube channels.
And your tips.
You can find the show on Facebook at facebook.com/NERD podcast.
It's Nerd
Podcast.
Podcast.
And on Twitter at PPS Nerd.
Nerd.
No, that's actually right.
And you can subscribe to this show on iTunes, Pocket Casts, YouTube, Google Play, TuneIn, Satchel, Sudan, Tinder, and many more.
Okay, Cupid.
Help us reach as many ears as we can. Go like, comment, share, and subscribe on whichever platform you prefer.
Do you have a question, a comment, somewhere between the two? We love
complaints?
hearing those things. No, not complaints. We don't want complaints.
They can
You can write a complaint on a piece of paper and put it in a bottle and throw it into your mom.
Or if you, what?
It's like a hot dog down a hallway.
But if you have positive feedback, we'd love to hear it. Visit nerd.panspending.com to shoot us an email. We will even take the time to read and answer your questions on air.
Ooh. And don't forget, today's episode was sponsored by our patrons on Patreon. If you'd like to get exclusive access to our shows, behind-the-scenes peeks, and early access to some of our episodes, become a patron today at patreon.com/pantspending. And of course, thank you for being a part of today's show.
Pants Pending. I'm gonna say it first and not you.
This is just podcast.
This podcast is a Pants Pending Studios production.
And part of the Pants Pending Studios Podcast Network.
Find more of our great shows just by searching Pants Pending in your podcatcher.
For more information or to contact us directly, visit us at pantspending.com.
Please subscribe to this show, share it with your friends, like it on Facebook, and rate it on iTunes.
And we thank you for making us a part of your listening day.
Pants Pending.
Pants Pending.
Pants Pending.
Pants Pending.
Pants pending.
Pants Pending Studios.